that assess the local government units and the formulations of the respective land use plan. Correct answer, Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board. The law that provides that the local government units shall prepare the respective land use plan. Correct answer is Local Government Code of 1991. In its assistance to the local government unit, several steep and comprehensive land use plan were recommended and referred to us. Correct answer is 12-step process to the land use planning. Adopted by local government units as a guide, a decision regarding the physical and socio-economic development of the community. Answer is town plan. Number 5. The rational deliberate allocations of land resources of different uses on the comprehensive and integrated plan for an area. C. Land use plan. The divisions of the community into functional zones based on the reasons and potential use of properties for the purpose of regulating the use of growth of properties, zoning. And judicious approach of allocating available land resources to different land use activities such as residential, commercial, etc. The correct answer is land use planning. The land use plan various cities and municipalities shall be enacted through the respective. Correct answer is zoning ordinance. Land use planning guidelines and standards are mandated or promulgated by. Correct answer, Housing Land Use Regulatory Board. A graphic presentations of zone classification, location, boundaries of the district zones duly established in the zoning ordinance. Correct answer is zoning map. Under the Comprehensive Land Use Plan Guide, any person, group, or institutions that has interest in development activity, program, or project is referred to as. Correct answer is stakeholder. It is a method of studying an effect of population's growth in urban development and the ecological system, public facility system, and environmental protections. So the correct answer is carrying capacity analysis. The classifications of R1 in the zoning area means. The answer is low density residential zone. A parcel of land was located in the C2 classified area, which means. Correct answer is medium density commercial zone. SHG is used to classify land use locality. It means socialized housing zone. It is defined as a contiguous grouping of 10 or more structures. Correct answer is built-up area. Refers to an area designated principally for trade, services, and business purposes as used in the zoning ordinance. The correct answer is Central Business District. 19. A use of an area in accordance with zoning classification. Correct answer is conforming use. It refers to a document embodying specific proposal for guiding, regulating growth and development of a city or municipality. So the correct answer is C, Comprehensive Land Use Plan. It is primarily concerned with the use of land and control of density of populations through impositions of building heights, open space, and density provisions in given area. So the correct answer, letter C, zoning. A device defined in the CLUP which grants an owner relief from the certain provisions of the zoning ordinance where because of the specific use will result in a particular hardship upon the owner as distinguished from mere inconvenience. The correct answer is exceptions. The ratio between the gross floor area of building and the area of the lot on which it stands. The answer is floor area ratio. It refers to use or land activities with constructing characteristics sited adjacent to each other. Example, residential adjacents to industrial plants. So the answer is conflicting use. The floor area ratio is computed through the following. Gross floor area of building divided by the area of the lot. Letter B. As defined in the CLUP, uses or land activities capable of existing together harmoniously. Example, residential use and parks and playground. So the correct answer is compatible use. It is a certificate issued to the owners of all uses existing prior to the approval of the zoning ordinance, which do not conform in the zone as per provisions of the said ordinance. C. Certificate of non-conformance. It is classified an area within the city or municipality intended for the cultivations of fishing and pastoral activities, example, fish, farming, cultivations of crops, goat, cattle raisings. So the correct answer is agricultural zone. The Comprehensive Land Use Plan CLUP, once enacted into the zoning ordinance, is for the purpose of letter D, enforcement. A process of introducing amendments to or a change in the text or maps of the zoning ordinances. D. Rezoning. The open space left between the building and the lot lines is referred to as setback, letter C. A municipal city government employee responsible for the implementations, enforcement of the zoning ordinance in the community. So the answer is C, zoning administrator. A zoning classifications of I2 would refer to B, medium industrial zone. In high-density residential zone area, the number of dwelling units allowed would be 66 or more per hectare. An applications for any exemptions or variants to those provided in the zoning ordinance shall be filed with the local zoning board of appeals. An area within the city intended for regional shopping centers such as large malls and other commercial activities which are regional in scope and classified as high-density commercial zone. It is not considered as an environmentally critical area. Golf course. Some of the environmentally critical projects proclaimed by law are as follows, excluding water bodies tapped for domestic source. In a low residential density zone, no building or structures for human occupancy shall be higher than the grade line in the property of sidewalk by more than 10 meters. In high-density residential zone area, the number of dwelling units allowed will be 66 or more per hectare. In other zones where no height limits are prescribed, the height limit shall conform with the National Building Code and prescribed by Air Transportation Office. The gross floor area of the building is defined as total floor space within the perimeter of the permanent external walls. An area within the city or municipality principally for institutional establishment like welfare homes, home for the aged, etc. Special institutional zone. In general residential zone, the following uses are allowed but does not include filing station, services station. In a low-density residential should be principally for housing, dwelling purposes. The number of dwelling units should be 20 dwelling units and below. Customary accessory use in the dwelling unit refers to the following, although does not include bedroom. These are yards or open space intended to separate incompatible elements, uses to control pollution, nuisances, where no permanent structures are allowed. Buffer area. A clearance issued to a project that allowed under the provisions of zoning ordinance. Locational clearance. These are sites within the city or municipality endowed with natural or man-made physical attributes and resources that are conducive to recreation, leisure, and wholesome activities. Tourist zone. In zoning classification, these are the bodies of water within the city or municipalities, which include rivers, streams, lakes, and seas, except those included in other zone classification. Water zone. Under the CLUP guidelines as per the National Building Code, this is the maximum height allowed for building structures and shall be generally measured from the established grade line to the topmost portions of the building. Building height limit. The following has the functions of reviewing the integrated zoning ordinance considering the comprehensive land use plan. Local zoning review committee. This shall be issued by the local building officials upon certifications that the building has complied with the conditions stated in the locational clearance occupancy permit. The act of specifying how agricultural land shall be utilized for non-agricultural use as embodied in the comprehensive land use plan. Reclassifications of agricultural land. The total floor space within the perimeter of external building walls of a building. Gross floor area. It refers to those areas which are prone or natural hazards such as those related to weather, hydrologic, and geological disturbances. So the correct answer is environmental constraint area. The CLUP guidelines for 2013 were updated in compliance with two landmark national laws, the Climate Change Act of 2009 and Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Act. This provides the preparations, review, and approval process and implementations of the Comprehensive Land Use Plan and Zoning Ordinance of LGU, Executive Order Number 72. An area within the city or municipality is intended for every high-density residential use. Per the National Building Code of R4 zone is characterized mainly by medium-rise or high-rise condominium building structures for exclusive use as multiple family dwellings. So the correct answer is Residential 5 Zone R5G. A document issued by the zoning administrators setting the zoning classification of land based on the approved ordinance zoning certificate.